Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Edoggz Reviews. Today I will be reviewing the Tobot Galaxy Detective Season 2 Justice V, better known as Twin Blade. We're also going to be bringing back Giant V, which was also in a previous video. If you have not seen it, I will leave a link on the lower left corner of the video, and we'll have an complete extensive look at both figures combined together. So let's look at the box. As you can see, this is what the box looks like. You have the vehicle mode on the left, which we'll talk about that later in the video, and you have the combined mode on the right. And over here it says plus Giant V 4-stage combination Giant Justice. That's the total combined name of it. This figure is for 4 and up. You have the QR code that takes you to YouTube to watch all of Tobot's Galaxy Detectives episodes, as you can see. On this side of the box, it just says Justice V. Tobot's on the top left corner. He's pointing off with his left finger there. The company that makes it is Young Toys. On the back of the box, we have him in the robot mode in the background. We have the vehicle mode in the forefront. On this side, we have this helicopter mode. We have the robot mode. We have these two combined together, which we'll focus on soon. And on this side, we have him saluting, I think. Yeah, that's a saluting pose. There, on the top, it says Tobot Justice V Galaxy Detective Season 2. I'm just throwing that in there. Made by Young Toys. On the bottom, it's barcodes. And don't let anyone under 3 touch your figure or try to swallow any of its parts. Now, inside of the box, you're gonna get this piece right here. It's gold and black. It does 2 things, and you're gonna get these simple instructions. So I'm gonna show you how simple this is. Now, it does get a little confusing, but once you get the gist of where everything is going to be, you'll know you got it right. So let's look into the backstory of Tobot's Galaxy Detective Season 2. If you do not know it, please allow me to read off. The story shifts to a new cast in Smile City and discovers Galaxy Weapon 4 and creates new Tobots. These heroes now face off against the short-tempered egomaniac named Bubble Cat, who is then overthrown by a superior order of villains. Things start heating up as Tyler, Master V, and Zora enter Smile City looking for Galaxy Weapon 6, allowing both groups to team up for a final showdown against Pulsar himself. So here is the figure. Let me just tone down the volume, the brightness, and this is what you're going to be getting, right? This is the front. You got like it's more like a navy blue, I want to say gold here and there, and black and white. So that's what this looks like. That's what the side looks like. Here's what the back is. And here is that side. Get a close up of his face. Right. This does slide back to reveal more of his head. So you see the eyes there and the white mouth. Articulation, that's running through it. On the arms, you're gonna get that much in and out, but nice ratchets though. Rotation, you got that much, right? The hands do not rotate at all. You can't put anything in the hands either because it's not molded to. Legs can go all the way out there, and you can bring it down like that. That's as much as you're going to get. Let me see if I can bring out the arm. Move the arm out of the way so you can see exactly how much you're getting on that. You can go high up on the leg like this. You can bring the leg out like that. Backwards, you can go all the way back like that. And you can bend that to knee, like so. Just bring that down. Now, the head can turn this way and that way, and you can do 360 degrees depending on the option of how you want it to look in the vehicle mode. There's no waist articulation at all. There's nothing there. There's no thigh. Well, you got a little bit of give there, but there's no official, thigh, rotation there. There's no rotation at the bicep. There's no rocker at the foot, but right, you can do this, but with the feet, but that's not considered a rocker or anything like that. But you can use it for something, right? So we're gonna bring that down. We're gonna do some articulations real quick. Excuse me, comparisons. I get confused. So we're gonna bring in Run Amok, who is a deluxe class figure. And we're going to bring in Amara Megatron, which is a Voyager class figure. So he's a little bit, tiny bit shorter, but he's in the same age range. So consider this as a Voyager, if you will. Here it is at an angle. Here it is at the side. Can't really see much because you got this thing in the way. Here it is from that angle. In the back. And from the side. And that's it for that. Now you can do something with these blades here. Right now they are configured to stay like this, but you can spin them around if you want. And you can use it as a shield, if you will. You can flip, you can take these apart, like split these apart. You can do this. And again, you can have a different kind of shield. So you can actually pose this in a way, right? If he had a bicep, you can probably get away with it, or an elbow, you can get away with it. But you can actually make them look like, I'm blocking with my blades here. I'm just gonna block everything with that. And you can do the same thing on the other side. Now, transformation is very easy. And it's very, and the figure is held together with friction clips. We have pegs. I have tight ratchets all throughout the figure. You may think, oh, it's misproportioned here and there. These the lower leg is a little chunky, and the arms a little short. But it has to pull off the vehicle mode. So something suffered in the making of this. So we're going to go into that right now. So the first thing you want to do, we want to take this side. We're going to do this side first. We're going to bring this up, right? It's going to fill in the shoulder area here, like that. And we can push the hand upwards, and it's going to release the blades here. Same thing on the opposite side. You have this inside shoulder. We're going to bring this up like that. Make sure that's straight. And we're going to push the hand up, and that's going to release the blades. Now this one doesn't click into place per se. We can fix that. Just to keep that out there. Right? This one doesn't want to click into place. This one clicks into place. This one doesn't. And there's a preference to this. So the head, the helmet, can slide forward like that. And the preference here is, do you want it facing that way? Right? Or do you want it facing this way? Now this is the back end of the helicopter, because you have this friction clip right here, male friction clip. So I point it this way, and you just move that across like that. Another thing we want to do here is press this button. There's a button on the knee, brings that up like that. Press this button, bring it up the knee. Next is the feet. They're very simple. Just bring them down like that. Bring this one down, clip them together. Opposite side, you flip this down, and then you flip this down together, and that's it. Right, next all we have to do is take this male friction clip, pop into his female clip there, and just raise this up. Mash those together. Bring this up, make sure that's in. That's together. Now once you click that in, it does prevent the front from moving. So you have this for right now. You take the blades, you separate. Like that. And like that. You take your chest piece, and you want to flip it like this, like that, and you flip this like that, and you kind of take this piece, you flip it like that. So you want it in this direction like that, and you want to take this friction clip. There's a female there on the inside. You put these two together, and there you go. You have your tandem rotor helicopter, and it's really a neat thing. We'll talk about the real helicopter in a moment, but let me just show you around. But this is the side. You have all this detail going on. Here is the back. Not too much going on unless you want to count this piece right here. You have this side right here. You're going to see all the screw holes, the friction clips there. You know, this is another piece that comes apart. And you have the front. And you have the underneath. We have wheels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these do spin. They can freely spin like so. There's the back. And there's the front. We'll talk about that. Does it roll? Not really. It's more of a slide than a roll. So, right. So this is a tandem rotor helicopter, also known as a dual rotor helicopter. They are typically larger and more powerful than a singular rotor helicopter and often used for heavy lifting and military operations. For example, medical evacuations, search and rescue, parachute drops, disaster relief, and aircraft recovery. Um, Inside of this craft, you can hold about 55 soldiers for a long distance of speeds of nearly 200 miles an hour while carrying cargo, all sorts of cargo, and this and that. Now, there might be some places where they use this as a commercial type of deal, where you have to hop from one island to another island to a different island, or maybe your island to a mainland type of deal, or maybe they have it for tourism. You never know. You never know. Now, for the blades, the front blades, they spin clockwise, and the back blades spin counterclockwise. That's how that works. And they do that for thrust and for stability in the air while it's, moving around and stuff like that. And I've seen video where, there's a tank underneath here. They're carrying a tank, or maybe they're just carrying other types of supplies and stuff. So we don't have an official comparison to go with this. So I was being funny, and let's bring that. Oh my God, it's out of focus. So I was being funny about bringing in Astro Train here, because I have nothing. I mean, Springer is not going to work. So you have that here. Oops, spin them over. You have these two here. And you have that here. Here is Runabout, which is a deluxe class. You have that. And there's the front. We're going to bring in his teammates from Giant V, which are the 3-stage emergency vehicle. So they don't have names. So that's the way it happens. So we're going to bring in a police car, which is, I would say, is like the deluxe class in Transformers. Right? Where do it? Bring up comparison. I didn't bring the comparison. Oh, no. And if we want to bring in Runabout, that would be the comparison between those two. That one, that looks better. That looks better between these two. We're going to bring it in the ambulance. The only comparison for him is Studio Series Ratchet. Let's move it out of the way for a second. And last but not least, we're going to bring in this fire truck. And this is the box for these guys. Let's take these two away. And the only comparison I have for him is Galaxy Force Prime. Let's move that down just a little bit. Right? Let me brighten that up. One moment. There you go. That's much better. That's much better. Very similar. Just the cab is different from the other. Put those guys away. All right, take this out. Okay, so let's bring in the boxes for one quick moment. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because sometimes there are some websites that will sell these together. They are sold separately, but they offer a separate option for both of these together. There is another website which sells this for about maybe $80 or $90, and it's one box, one whole box, and I believe they're all in vehicle mode. Kind of, sort of. I really don't know. It's not 100%, but you get them all in one box, right? And they go together. So we're going to bring in Justice V. And we're going to go into the robot mode before we go into the combined mode. So all we're going to do is just work backwards. We want to undo this, the shield, right? And we're going to form the shield now. As soon as I keep it in my hand, right? This is going to be the shield, gold and black. Excuse me. We're going to hold that to the side. We're going to take this apart by unclipping it. Oh, by the way, you can take these off if you want to. Right. Bring the leg down. Bring the leg down. Right. You take this button, you press it, bring that down. Same thing on opposite side. Bring that down. You take the feet, you split those apart. Take the arms. Actually, matter of fact, you can take this piece right here where the rotor is. You bring that down. You take the blades, fold this over, push those together, bring that in, bring the arm down. You can bend the elbow here. We're going to start with the blades. You're going to flip this over, right? Bring that down. Bring that to elbow. You can put these anywhere you want. Turn that to head. And there you go. You're back into the remote mode. Like I said, very simple. So we're going to put him on the side. You're going to bring in the fire truck. Ambulance. And the police car. And now we are going to go into the combined form. And we're going to start with the fire truck. So first, we can bring this up. Excuse me. And we want to push these nozzles. I'm going to say they're nozzles. And you want to push those in. Right? Bring this all the way back. You take the axe, you put it to the side. While we're here, you can split these two apart. Similar to Galaxy Force, you know, with the arms and stuff. You want to take the legs, bring those down like that. You want to split. Right? You take these pieces right here, you want to just rotate them backwards. Like that. Take this piece right here, rotate that backwards. Right? Take the feet, which are right here. I'm going to flip them down. And this piece has a rocker. There's only one click. Just make sure it's standing correctly. Bring that all the way up. Bring that all the way up. I'm just getting it ready for everything else. Next, we're going to take the ambulance. We want to split this apart. Right? And as you can see, there's a hand there, and there's an elbow there, and that's the bicep. So all you have to do is split this, like so. Bring this out, like that. You're going to see this clear piece of passing. And how this is working is there's a slot here, and it's going to peg on the back. And two, there's a male friction clip here and a female clip in the armpit. Let's just call it what it is. And the piece I'm talking about is right here, right here. We're going to slide this on. Right, just gotta get it out of the way, tell you honestly. Right, and you just slide this on, and you bring this until it connects up into the armpit. Right. Right. Take the other one. Split it in half, and do this. Bring this out like that, because you're gonna need this piece. Turn, and you just want to slide this on, like so. Bring this in. That's in. Right now, we're gonna take these pieces right here, these gray pieces. Bring that down. The car, police car, very simple. All you have to do is pull apart. And you're going to see like a track. I'm going to point it out to you. There's a little track. Let me see. I need the background to do it. There's a track right here. And on the opposite side. And on this piece right here, there's a little plastic rail here that it slides onto. But before that, you have to go back here, and there's this piece right here. You gotta bring that out. And there's a male friction clip here. Why? Because there's one in the front, and there's two females underneath the card. So there's one right there, and then there's one right there. So all you have to do is place it in the middle, like so. Bring that down like that. Click that into place. Turn it around. Click that into place. Right. So now we have Giant V in this combined mode, and you can see the scaling between these two. I want to say this is like a leader class, but it's a combiner type of deal. Let's bring in Run Amok This should show you the scaling of what's going on here. That's a deluxe. That's a Voyager. That could be a leader or commander. And if you want to do one more, we could bring in Armada Megatron, which is a Voyager. Between these three. All right. So from here, we take. Oh, before we go that, let me just do articulation one last time on this figure. So we can spin all the way around on the shoulder, not a problem. Outward movement, not that much. 2 clicks. You stay. Yeah, two clicks there. There's no rotation on the bicep or near the elbow. The wrist is a solid piece. Legs can go all the way out to there. You have this much on the knee. If you move this arm out of the way, you can go all the way out on the leg. If you can bring that up like that, you can do that. There's no swivel at the bicep, but there's a swivel where the knee section is. Bring that down. Opposite side, got to glue this up. On this leg, 2, maybe 3 clicks, and then you can bring that back just 1 click. And again, oops, you can take that, and you have that leg out there. Now that's not supposed to do that. I went too far. Right, so let's try that again. Yeah, so you only get that far out of it. And that's as far out the leg is gonna go, just in case I missed it. And the rocker, I already showcased the rocker already, so you've seen that already. Right? Get a close-up of his face. I'm gonna rise this up. Put him in focus. And that's his face right there. Okay, now you do have the option of bringing the visor down. You can turn the head all the way around 360 degrees. You can emote a little bit like that. He does have that grin on his lips now, like you. Right, you can do that. Looking up, not too much. Looking down, he can do. So how does this work? How does this happen? All right, so this guy is a parts farmer. You won't go into too much of that because we know how we feel about parts farmers. And how this is going to work is we have to go halfway to the vehicle mode. So again, we're going to turn the head that way, move the helmet forward so we can't see his face. We're going to straighten the arm, bring that up, turn this blade all the way out like that. And we're going to push the hand up until it clicks into place. Same thing, other side, straighten the arm, bring it up. Click that up. Right? From here, we can undo these because they're going to come in a little later on the video. Right? So you're going to be left with this. Now, what they don't show you in the instruction booklet is taking off the legs. And how you do that You just simply use a little bit of oomph and they pop off. Right? You're just gonna stick that to the side. That side. So what we have is this. Okay, so we're turning around. You're going to see all of this stuff. Right? We're going to take this piece, take that off. All right? We're going to start here with this little piece. It's gold and black. And you're going to see there's a male friction clip here. And how that goes on is the back of his helmet. Right? So you just pop this on. Like that. So it gives him that look. Right? Now, since we're back here, we're going to take this piece and we're going to install it inside of here. Now, there's a cavity here that allows you to do that. And that is something different that I've never seen before. Right? So, and it's going to clip into these two places. There's a female clip there, and there's a female clip there. And what you do is you pop this in here, and you click it into place. That's it. Right? So now you have that on. The legs. First, you want to press this button, push down like that. Then you take the feet, put them together, like so. And you flip it this way. You see male clip here, male friction clip. And bring this up, you get another friction clip. And this one tells you which side it's on, so it's going to be on this side. Again, you take this button, push it. Excuse me, I'm on the wrong side. You push this button, and you push this in. Take the feet, close it. All right, bring this piece up, this yellow piece up. Male clip is on the far right, and then we have this one in the back. And how that works is underneath, you're going to get these two places. What is that? There's a male here, male there, male there, male there. And I recommend to take this piece, pop it in first before you do the one in the front. We'll fix that. Same thing on this side. Take the back, pop that in first. Okay, just want to fix them up a little bit, make sure everything's good to go. Trying to get them to stand straight. Okay, so this is Giant Justice. This is the combined form of both of those guys together. Let me just move them back, get them in the frame. Right? Now, we have this piece right here. We just need to fold that out. You got it. And we have another male friction clip here. You take your chest piece, you pop it on. I'm trying to make him not look like he's standing funny. There we go. Right, so you have that completely combined. So next is his axe, and this is probably a neat way to do this. You take the sword, and there's a little square there, right? There's a square peg here, square peg here, not the song, but you peg these together, right? And this is his saber. And you can plug it in into any side you want. And you have the option if you want the axe or the sword. It's totally up to you. There we go. There we go. And that is Giant Justice in his combined form. Right? Here it is from the front. Let me see, let me get it lit up. Here it is from the side. This leg. Oh. Okay. Here it is from the back. Here it is from this side. And back to front. Now, because of the chest piece, it's going to limit your movement of this arm. And two, you have this thing on your shoulder, so you're not going to get all the way back. Right? Even if I straightened it, right, I can't get all the way back because this piece is bumping into the chest. So you're not going to get all of that movement like I showed you earlier. Let's go backwards. Let's see if we can go backwards. That's about as far as I can get backwards. The same thing on the other side. There's no waist articulation. It's just one solid piece right here. This means we could bring out the arms without a problem. So let's bring in some comparisons. We're going to start with small and we're going to build up. Run amok, deluxe class. Voyager, Armada, Megatron. Towers over him. Let's bring in some other combiners from a different series. Here is Maximus V. There it is from that angle, from the side, from the back, this side, and there you go. Bring them back to front. Let's bring in another buddy from Tobot. You have this figure right here. Right? Just to show you the height and scale of this. And last but not least, I'm bringing one more. Just one more. Here is Minnesota. Because of the shoes, they're about the same height. Not counting the backpack. And that is it for that. So we're going to close out by bringing both the boxes. Bring that up. And there you go. So this has been the review of Tobot Galaxy Detective Season 2 Justice V, better known as Twin Blade, the 3-stage emergency combiner known as Giant V, and Giant Justice. I would prefer Giant or Gigantic V or something like that as a name. It kind of sounds better, but that's just me. That's just me. So if you're interested in this video, in the figure, you can probably find it in like 3 websites. I'm not gonna mention any, but you can find it out there somewhere. Now, if you're interested in watching Tobot's Galaxy Detectives, you can find it online, mostly on YouTube or Netflix, which is probably the best place to find the show. And I believe that is it for this video. So I want to thank you for watching. I hope it provided some insight on what you're going to be getting if you decide to pick it up. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below and I'll respond to them. As for my next video, it will be very soon. Very soon. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.